Morning. It is Sunday. It is the Lord's Day, and it's the 28th day of July. And our reading is from Isaiah 51:11. So the ransomed of Yahweh will return and come with joyful shouting to Zion, and everlasting gladness will be on their heads. They will obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing will flee away. Now, of course, Christ is going to return for his church at some point, sooner than later, one might hope. But also, there is the promises yet unfilled as well, when he will return and restore his people, the nation Israel, where he will sit on his throne in Jerusalem and rule the world, because he has promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that he would one day be their king forever. And no, the state of Israel is not the fulfillment of that promise, but it is certainly a foreshadowing of it. Because regardless of what's going on in the Middle East now, the reality is that nation would not exist there if God had not put his hand of protection on it. And one day, he will fulfill all his promises, and the nation, for the first time ever, will occupy all the land that he gave to them. Because remember, their ownership of the land was unconditional. Their occupancy was conditional. And so they've lost the right to occupy, except for maybe a handful, until they turn to him, turn to Christ as their Messiah. And they will. And he will rule. And maybe David will serve as vice regent. I don't know. But the fact is, God is a promise-keeping God. And he did not select Israel because they were deserving any more than he selected you or me because we are deserving. He kept his promises to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and will fulfill them. And he keeps his promises to us, which is why we know we are secure in his salvation. And so our security and the future security of Israel is promised because God is a promise-keeping God. And so you can have your confidence in that, and that's something to praise him for today and every day. And I'll see you again tomorrow.